Right, so today I think is going to be, the mission's going to be to we're going to do the downpipe on this car. Needs heat wrap put on it, and also this turbo feed line also needs to be rerouted. It's not really in the optimal position at the moment, so we're going to route it up next to the manifold and try get it and use some joiners to connect it to that one there and just make it look a bit better. So let's get into it. Right, so we've got the oil feed line out right now, and I've marked where I'm going to cut it and shorten it with this cable tie. We've got another fitting, which is a 45-degree fitting, so now if we put this on here like this, we can sort of have it going off this way and then down to the factory oil feed port on the side of the block. So let's get into it and cut this line. So I've taken the cable tie to mark it. Now we've wrapped that same spot with masking tape. So the masking tape is a good idea to use when cutting braided AN lines because it'll stop the braided part from fraying. So now that that's all done, we can cut it. So we got the AN line all cut. Now we just need to put that other hose end on it. Right, so we've got these alloy vice mounts for AN fittings. These are really handy if you're using AN fittings to not scratch them up. So we've got that end of it in, and what I'll do is I usually get a small flathead screwdriver and use that to help push in all the little parts of the braided. Alright, now that you've got your hose end on, you want to make sure that it's all the way pushed in on here, and then you get this part and you push that in there and you tighten them together, and then it's together. It does help to put a little bit of lube on these when you put them in. So just like that, we've got our new 45-degree hose end on this side, and we've got the 90-degree end on this side. So that should work out better now for our application. So let's go ahead and put it back in the car. Something else I also forgot to mention is I put some like fire sleeve stuff on part of the line because it's quite close to the manifold. So that should protect that part of the line. I only did a little bit because I wanted to use the hose separators to join this line and also this water line together, so that they hold each other and they don't move around much. So that's why this part is still exposed, but this part isn't that close to the manifold, so it should be fine. Also, after you cut the lines, you should also clean out the line with some brake clean or some air or something like that, and just make sure there's no debris inside the line because you don't want the turbo to be sucking any of that up. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the new fitting there, and it goes under alongside this other AN line here, and then it goes down. You can see the heat sleeve there because it's right next to that manifold, and then it goes down under there. I don't know if you can see that, but it goes down to the oil feed port on the side of the block. So you can see that both of the lines are quite close to each other. So I've got some of those AN line AN line hose separators coming, so that'll space them out. And I'm going to put one light down here somewhere, and then another one up here, and that'll space them out nicely. But yeah, as you can tell, that oil feed line now is run in a lot better spot than over here, and then next to the downpipe, and then to the hose. It's a lot more direct, less line length that you need to make that happen, and it just looks better in my opinion. So yeah, that's all sweet. So now we just need to wrap the downpipe, and then we can put the downpipe back on. Alright, so the next thing that we're doing is we're going to be wrapping this downpipe. So this is the downpipe off the car. We've got some titanium lava heat wrap from Redline Performance. We've got a couple of stainless steel cable ties. These are what you want to use to secure the heat wrap. I've got a couple of regular cable ties as well. These are just going to be to hold the heat wrap while I put the stainless ones on, because you don't want to use normal cable ties. I'll just melt obviously on an exhaust. So yeah, we'll start wrapping the downpipe. Right, so you can see now that the downpipe is fully wrapped. Not a terrible job. I could have gone a bit higher at the top here, but because of the way the angle is, it's not really that easy to get it up there, and because that's kind of not circular there either. But yeah, it's all done. That'll be enough. I'm trying to mostly protect it from this area here, because that's where the heater core hoses are. So that should be perfect for the job. So yeah, let's put it back on the car. Alright, so hopefully you can see, but we've got the downpipe all back on with all new hardware, new gaskets, got the wideband sensor back in there, the V-band down there is all done up, and as you can see there's now nice protection against that heater core hose there. Shouldn't get too hot. I've also got some silicone heater core hoses coming for this as well, but high temperature rating, and I'm also going to wrap them in some of that gold reflective tape just to give it a bit extra protection from the downpipe, because we don't want them to be melting through and end up with a coolant leak while we're driving this thing. So yeah, so that's all back together, so it's all sweet. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and yeah, so that's going to be it for this one. So subscribe, like, and we'll see you in the next one.